Yeah, so here we are. Hey, caffeinators. Hope you guys are doing well. We just recorded another episode for you guys that'll be released this Sunday night with Nicki Castagna, who's the president of the Maryland Vet Tech Association. We talked to her about vet tech associations and struggles thereof and membership and importance of all that. Really good conversation.
Yeah, it was great. And you know, just right off the bat, if you guys are not part of your vet tech association, why not?
This is a shameless plug.
Yes, for all vet tech associations, we make no money off of this. If you are a vet tech in whatever state you're in, go now and join your vet tech association.
Yeah.
There's so many benefits beyond just having that piece of paper that says I'm part of this organization.
Yeah.
For me, the big thing is the discounts on CE. Like we all need CE. I think all these things are great. And most of your vet tech associations are going to have benefits beyond just that.
Yeah.
There's other stuff that's involved.
Yeah.
But get involved and be a part of your vet tech association.
Absolutely. And it, beyond you and what you get out of the association, it's a two-way street. Your membership collectively drives by membership dues and also just by sheer numbers what that vet tech association can accomplish in the legislative arena in your state and actually make fundamental change and all of those things that we all talk about in all of the Facebook groups.
Yeah,
a lot of that's going to have to start at a vet tech association level and in a national scale like that. And so, yes, absolutely. Please join your vet tech
change
associations.
Does not happen on Facebook. Change happens by getting involved and actually doing the work.
Going to meetings and absolutely.
Being involved and having your voice heard, essentially.
Yeah.
Your voice doesn't get heard on Facebook other than whoever you're talking to.
Absolutely. Was there any big takeaway for you of what Nicki said today?
Just the struggle of it, of how difficult it is to get people involved. And the big part of it was we got to talking about like getting out into the schools to say, that's how they get kind of members involved on the ground floors to talk to vet tech students. And she said that there's over 2,000 students in online programs in Maryland alone, which, I mean, we talked about the brick and mortar schools, like class size is limited. Yeah. The online schools, they're unlimited. And I don't think anyone's reaching out to those online schools to say, hey, we have a vet tech association in Maryland, in Iowa, in Massachusetts, North Carolina, all those places that those people are not being reached. Yeah. And if we could find a way to get involved with, the online school is kind of the latest and greatest of what's going to be spitting out technicians to go into this workforce. And that's where we need to get them. We need to get them on the ground level where they're already excited and they're not jaded by the fact that they're burnt out and not making enough money and all the problems that we have with experienced techs. I think that's where we need to kind of start with things. What'd you take out of that?
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. And I think for me, one of the big things that she said, and I think it will, I'm paraphrasing here, but I think when we listen to it, it'll probably turn into our direct quote post that we make. But she was talking about, some of the, like on a national scale, the, all of the differences state to state and how the foundation of the veterinary technician profession is weak. And no matter how big we build the house, if the foundation is still weak, it's not going to stand.
Right. And that was perfect.
That really resonated with me. And we talked to Ed Carlson a couple of different times, and he has said this profession is in its infancy. It really is. It's only a few decades old in reality, and so there are, at that age, there are growing pains, and there certainly will continue to be. We just need to keep finding new people to continue to do the work going forward. It can't be the same 8, 10, 50, even 100 people nationally that are always fighting the battles. We need to continue to increase membership and to, get people passionate about these kinds of things.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's really the only way that it's going to work is to get people involved. If they're not involved, then it's really not going to work.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, you know, I've attended a number of California Veterinary Medical Board meetings here. I kind of equate them to like watching a car fire on the highway. You don't want to watch, but also you can't look away. And there's a lot of legislative jargon and proceedings, and it's, you know, oftentimes you look back at 8 hours of the day and think, what actually got done today?
Yeah.
But it's the, again, when there are changes that need to be made in your state, wherever you are, that's where you're going to have to start, and you're going to have to be familiar with that process. You know, it's not you just show up and say, well, this is what we want to do now. Like, no. You got to get a legislator to sponsor a bill, and that bill has to become law and goes into statute. And like, the process is just unreal. And it takes a lot to make that happen.
And I also like the discussion that we had about getting tech associations to converse with each other and kind of work together. As opposed to,
especially regionally.
And it sounds like they do some regional stuff in Maryland, where she talked about working with Delaware and Virginia and things like that. I think that's the best way to handle it is to work within your region, not just your state, but get people around you that are going to be working towards that common goal. And then, you know, because we said, you know, we need not unification, but we need unity in these things to accomplish anything. And that's, I think that's the only way to do it, is to not just work within your state and fix it for your state, but fix it for the states around you, so that everyone can kind of get those same benefits.
Absolutely. And you know, along those lines is don't, you know, we as technicians associated with state or vet tech associations, we don't have to wait for NAVTA to take the lead on everything.
Right.
We can start some of these processes, contact them for guidance, sure, but just say, hey, this is what we want to do. Who of our neighbors can you put us in contact with? This is what we want to do. We want to have these conversations, you know, but we can, you know, as individual states, kind of start taking the lead on some of this stuff as well. So, but anyway, you know, we've talked a few different taproom episodes, different things about different vet tech association struggles. You know, of course, the Montana Association just finally got, you know, vet techs recognized up there. So again, you know, I would love to talk to somebody from that group, because I know I would just love to talk about that process that had to have been, you know, a monumental undertaking. But also just, you know, the more we talk about this stuff, if you guys have are involved in your state tech associations, if you have updates, if you have campaigns you're doing, send us emails. We will help get the word out. We will help, you know, if you need letters written, if you need support, like, we will do anything that we can to help promote what it is you guys are working on or trying to do, and you know, try to help make that a reality.
And we'll happily post that on all our platforms. We'll post it on our website. May even mention it in a short little blurb like this. This may be something we do kind of frequently now. Kind of as we finish up our episodes, we'll kind of do like a, I don't know what
little debrief.
Like a debrief or a post episode discussion of what we just talked about.
Hopefully get you guys a little interested in what's coming.
Exactly. So we'll upload this before the episode comes out, so you kind of get an idea of what we're going to be talking about. And there's a little mini preview of our next episode.
So anyway, caffeinators, all the best to you guys. We hope you're well. We hope summer is treating you well wherever you are, or you know, if you're down in the southern hemisphere, if you're one of our Australia listeners, we hope winter is treating you well. But otherwise, we'll talk to you guys again soon.
Bye, guys.